How's it, guys? I'm back again. I've been asked to help people that have got these tachographs in their internationals, the 9800. Okay, they got these tachographs. The speed works, but not the rev counter. So the rev counter is not working on this one. Well, plug it in. Give it some power. We'll see, just by giving it power, the speed, there's the speed module works, but the rev counter doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a simple way of fixing it. You don't even have to take it off the bracket. You can just leave it as it is. Just unplug the power supply to it. Get yourself a little flat screwdriver, and then just here next to the bezel, where the bezel goes in, over here, we just lift the bezel up. Take the glass off nice and carefully. There we go. And you've got it open. So we'll just open it up like that. Now you can use two flat screwdrivers. If you haven't got, I've got one of these fancy little, pliers that I use to remove the needle. Okay, take that off. The front of the needle is a little cover that's over the needle, and then I just go there and I hook the needle, pull it off. There's your speed needle. Okay, keep it one side. Here's the rev counter needle. Put it on one side. In fact, I've got another needle. Now I've got another needle here. This is a nicer one. This is orange. This one is faded. So I'm going to fit this one to it. Let's do that. Okay. Then we got the clock. Don't worry about the clock. People don't use the charts anymore. So clock, you can put it on anywhere you want to. Alright, you just pull off the little needles, grab them together and just pull them off. Right. To open the face, we just hook it here. There's a hook there, so we just hook. Hook it. Come on. Oh, look at this one then. There we go. There we go. Now we have the gearbox. This is the gearbox for the rev counter with all its gears. So they're all plastic, you see? Right. And what I did earlier on was to remove a circlip. Here's a circlip. That little circlip goes on there. That tiny little circlip, all right, goes on this, on there. So we remove that circlip and then just put it on a little magnet so that it doesn't run away. Otherwise, when you lose it, this is it. You have to get another circlip on there. All right. And let me show you the gearbox. That's a gearbox. Okay, now the problem with this gearbox is here, underneath this gear, is this gear. a little tooth is broken. Now you can move this gear. Don't touch these gears. All right? Don't touch these gears. Just move this the slot, down to about there. Because what happens when this motor turns here and turns this gear, it lifts it up like that, you see. So what we do is we just lift this one, put it over, let's move it over there. Let's move it over there. There we go. That's it. So when it's still fine over here because this gear is big. This one picks up on this fine little tiny little one, you see. So now we can put this back. Put it back. Put it back. There we go. Put it back. All right. Now I'm going to put the circler back here. Let's put the circler back. Otherwise that gear falls off. It's going to fall off. So let's put the circler back. You see, like that, you see. It's now, yeah, it is. I'm glad. I'm glad it's coming off like this so that I can show you. This is what happens when you got the shakes. But anyway, circlip black. There we go. Right. Now I put this thing back together again. Let's just double check to see if now it's not going to turn. You can turn it, but I won't turn it right now. So let's do this. Let's put this back. Face back. Then the face gets clipped back again. Let's put the clock back on again. We'll put it at 12 o'clock. How's it? Then we put the rev counter. Let's have a look at the difference here. No, there's no difference. This thing's got a little flat spot on it. So it only goes in one way. There we go. It's opposite that. We put it opposite the little needle that's there, see? All right. Okay. Now, here comes the tricky part. Let's just open. This is the key. The keyway goes over there. There's the keyway. It goes in the top over there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to open, just line it up, open this up here. Okay. And if we look, you'll see here is the setting for the speed needle. The setting for the speed needle. Okay. In the inside there, we've got a little, if you have a look nicely, there's a little slot there with a hole in the inside. Then over here is the pin, and then another little pin over there that fits in the slot. So you have to bring it down with your finger. Turn it down. Now, let me sit down and do this job. Okay. So I take it right over. And then I'll put a speedy needle over there. Right. And because it's not right, I've got to still take it over there some more. Almost. There you go. And then you put the screwdriver on the back of this thing to hold it, because you got to push a speed needle. You have to push that speed needle hard. So when you clip it in, okay, let's just open the lock up here. Okay, it needs to lift a little bit. Needs to lift a little bit. The setting's got to be right. Okay, let's just lift it a little bit. Put that in there. Okay. Right, let's plug it in here. Let's see what it does. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we plug in the tester. Plug in a tester. Let's give some speed. That's revcounter working. Speed working. And there we go. Easy as that. That tiny little gear. If that little gear has got too many broken spots, then just get a new one. If you have got a spare one like this, and then you just fit the new one inside there. But because it's only got one little gear, that was one tiny gear broken off, you just move this gear up. One shot. And there we go. Easy as that. Then we'll just put the face back again. I'll do that. Put the face back on again. And so you can see the finished product. Okay. So we put the little cover back on the, put it back on the speedo. Let's give this glass a Guys, I don't know if you've had COVID. Those who have COVID will know that it's left after effects. Many COVID, post-COVID sufferers now today are suffering from no taste, no smell. They suffer from memory loss. They suffer from, so what it has done for me, what it did to me, because I was 16 days in ICU, what it did to me, it affected my my hands. It's now I've got essential tremor. They call it essential tremor. As soon as I grab something like that, I start shaking. As soon as I take it, I'm shaking. So I just apologize to people because I'm doing a lot of these things. I used to fix clocks. And, you know, clocks have got tiny little springs. And there we go. So, anyway, this is now the finished product. How's that? Double test it again. Okay, then we go up. There it goes to 80 k's an hour. There we go. There we go. There's the rev counter working. There we go. So it's easy. You can do it at home. See, and it's not. It doesn't take you long to fix these things. Also, you can just check to see if the odometer is turning. So we can have a look at that. The odometer is turning. At the bottom over there. There we go. Even the odometer is working. Same, nice. Bit of furniture polish if you want to, and then off it goes, nice and shiny and clean. All right, there we go. That's fixing a 1318. It's a 12 volt international. I've got a couple of them over there as well that needs repairs as well, you see. And so I know that people are sending them all over the country to me for repairs. Now you can do it yourself. You don't have to send it to me. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks. And, you know, if you know somebody that's got an international truck, just share this video with them. And let them also say to them, hey, guys, look here. Yeah, you can repair your own rev counter. If you've got a speedometer, if the speedos are not working and the rev counter is working, then let me know, and then I'll do a video on how to repair the speedo, the speed module. All right. Okay, then.